Good afternoon, everybody. Let's just have a revision of what we have discussed. Uh, like we are discussing a new chapter called elements, molecules, and mixtures. So a small revision of what I have taught to you guys at the start of this class. Any substances? I have written matter, but I should have written substances here. Any substances which you see, okay, what are substances means? Is the mobile is a substance. I am a substance. So any substance you see around us will be divided into two categories. They are pure substances and impure substances. Okay, in the pure substances you have elements, molecules, and compounds. And in impure substance you have mixtures which are actually made up of elements, molecules, and compounds. They are combined. Okay, so let us come back to pure substance definition. What are pure substances? What are pure substances? The substances which are having or which are made up of definite proportion of mass, means which have fixed ratio of mass and have fixed physical and chemical properties and they are called as pure substances and what about impure substances? The substances which are made up of two or more pure substances combined in indefinite ratio, means we don't have like you took iron, you took sulfur, mix them, there is an iron sulfur mixture, there is no definite ratio. Then there is a compound called iron sulfide which are having fixed ratio, they combine in a fixed ratio. Okay, coming back to the examples, like mixture of sand and water is a good example for impure substance. Impure substance can also has a one subdivision called mixtures. Okay, let us discuss about pure substance one by one. First pure substance is element. What are elements? Elements are the pure substances which cannot be broken down into simpler components. In simple components we cannot break these elements, and these elements have fixed physical and chemical properties. Okay, and and we cannot break them by any of the physical method or chemical method. Examples are sodium, chlorine, silicon, and helium, and there are another 114 elements which you can add to them, but I will give you 4. Okay, so just 2 quick points to remember about elements. They are these elements are made up of small indivisible units called atoms, and each element has unique set of atoms. Means what are atoms? Then again, what about this? Atoms are the smallest fundamental unit of any matter. For in any case you take anything, they are all made up of tiny indivisible particles called atom. Okay, and they show all the physical and chemical properties of a substance or a matter. Okay, so elements are made up of smallest fundamental units of the thing is smallest indivisible units called atoms. You can understand it like this. You take an iron rod and cut it into small pieces, and you cut it to an extent where you cannot further divide them. That individual piece which you will get of that iron rod is the atom of that iron rod. You can understand like that. It is not exactly like that, but you can understand. For your like it is for 6th, 7th, 8th kids, you can give. You have to go with like this. Okay, the thing is, atoms are the smallest fundamental units which cannot be divided further. Yeah, they contain subatomic particles like proton, electron, and neutron, but there is nothing called half atom. Okay, let us discuss about some other characteristics of elements. Elements are pure and homogeneous. Yeah, definitely. You have hundreds of sodium atom making a sodium metal, which is an element, but you don't have chlorine atom in a sodium cluster of sodium metals. You don't have. Then that is not a pure element. Okay, next that elements have fixed MPs and BPs. MPs is like melting points, BPs are boiling point. That means every element will melt at particular temperature if they are solid at room temperature, or if they will boil at a particular temperature. Okay, so every element has fixed melting point and boiling point. Third characteristics I wrote on the definition, which is already present on your left. You can just see through that. And next, elements may react with other elements or molecules, and chemically they can react. Or you can also say that elements may react with other pure substances. Elements can react with other pure substances. Example I have given, hydrogen and chlorine, they are combining to form hydrogen chloride. Basic things, guys, basic things. Next, all elements will have their own individual atoms which are identical with all respectives. The example, okay, this thing I will try to elaborate. See, basically what is the point means, see, hydrogen atom if I am taking, I have 2 atoms or 3 atoms. These are like hydrogen atoms only. Now when you compare these 2 hydrogen atoms, they are same in all respectives, same size, same shape, okay, same mass, everything is same, okay. And one more thing, and when you compare, okay, if I take one hydrogen atom and one chlorine atom, they are by no means they are not same, by no means they are same, means they are not at all same. Okay guys, if you like this video, just share, subscribe to my channel called Backbencher Teacher. Thank you.